So the first thing I usually like to do when I get a new glove is just put it on my hand, see how it feels, maybe do a little bit of adjusting on the thumb and pinky laces. But I'll just leave it on my hand and just mess with it for like hours or whenever I'm sitting down watching TV or something. That's how I usually start when I get a new glove. And glove oils, I usually tend to avoid glove oils because what they really do mostly is, yeah, they kind of break your glove in, but they really make them heavy and stuff, and that's just not what I want. I'd rather take it a little bit longer and break it in the right way, and then have a solid glove for a lot longer. Let's see, going with the shape for my glove, there's a lot of different shapes out there, but the main thing I like to do with my glove is to keep the pinky pretty straight, but then also flare the thumb out a little bit. And to do that, the main thing, you start by breaking it in, and you'll take the thumb and you'll bend it out a little bit, but it won't really touch the pinky, and then you can take it like you can grab it at the top or put it on your hip or something. That'll usually break it in pretty nice. One thing you really want to also try and do is you don't want to get a fold right down the middle of your glove. You want to, for the break points of where the glove folds, you want to get one right by the two seamed by the pinky and also right by the thumb. You really want to try and avoid doing anything with the palm. You want to keep that pretty flat. For maintenance, a couple other things you want to do with your glove when you're breaking it in is you want to make sure you get a good pocket, and there's a lot of ways to do that. Some people take like a mallet or like a weight or a bat and pound right there. You can always take a ball and you shove it in there pretty nice, and there's a lot of ways to go about it. But in all reality, the big main thing that you want to do when you're breaking in a new glove is just constantly work with it, shape it, and play catch. And while you're doing all that, while you're playing catch and stuff, you want to be able to be breaking it in as you go. You want to, because you'll play catch, and then while you're doing it, work at it, get it the right shape, because that's really the only way to keep the shape and keep it for a long time. For maintenance, the main thing I like to do with my glove is just make sure all my laces are tight, because after a while, things like your pocket will start to loosen up. When your pocket loosens up, you're going to have a deep pocket, and it's going to be hard to get the ball out, so you want to make sure that pocket's nice and tight. Storing my glove, usually, you don't want to just throw it down on the ground or like in a bag or under a box, because then it'll get flattened out. And as I said before, that'll give you that big crease in the palm, and you really want to avoid that. But the best way to do it is just to lay it flat on its back, and if you want to keep the pocket as well, if you just toss a ball in there when you're not throwing or anything, and that'll just keep everything perfect, just as you had it when you last tossed with it. And there's a lot of really weird ways people have broken in gloves. I guess this one's not so weird, but if people go to like the batting cage and they'll just catch, and just because it's quick pace and you don't have to throw in, you just catch to break in the glove. But that's kind of boring, I think. But people put them in the oven, and I would not suggest putting a glove in the oven, because when you put a baseball glove in the oven, it tends to dry it out a lot, and it'll break it in, but all the outside laces that are exposed will dry out and become pretty brittle, while the inside laces, like inside your palm and stuff like that, those will stay just as they are. But since it all becomes dry and brittle, your glove will break a lot sooner. Yeah, if you do it, your glove's gonna be 2 years old, broken in. But why? You spend a lot on a nice glove, so why would you want to wear it out really fast just to break it in? People also. They also do the same kind of thing with a microwave, like toss your glove in the microwave. I wouldn't want to do that. But the last really kind of weird way I've heard about is, it's not so weird, but it's actually, I wouldn't not suggest it, but to get the glove shaped to your hand just right, if you take like hot water, not boiling or anything, but like hot water, and pour it over the palm and Also, pour it down through there, and it'll come out, and it'll just put your hand in it and take a ball and just pound it, and it'll just form right to your hand. It'll be perfect. But yeah, those are the main really weird ways that I've heard about people breaking into gloves.